Hello. Hi, Mikael. How are you?
Very good. How about you?
All good, all good. Yeah, that's great, and I'm very excited for having you with me today in this new episode for the day after tomorrow. And even the topic is very exciting to me as well. Supply chain and AI, how can support the supply chain? That's very important right now. Let's start. Yeah, would you like to give the audience an introduction about yourself before we start the conversation?
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here today. I spent over 17 years working internationally, including 15 years in China and Vietnam, where I focused on cross-border investments, international M&A, and sourcing across the APAC and European regions. So I manage multi-million dollar deals, set up joint ventures, and help Fortune 500 companies enter new markets. I also founded and scaled two tech companies in China, leading them to successful complete acquisitions. Before moving into business consulting and launching my firm, I was in tech, serving as a chief product officer at the Chinese business software development company. I've worked with organizations like PwC, KPMG, NASDAQ, and the WTO, helping businesses make smarter AI driven decisions as well in fast moving markets. My experience also includes leveraging AI in digital transformation, supply chain optimization, and risk management. So, I'm particularly passionate about how AI is reshaping the industries, and I worked on renewable energy and green finance projects as well using blockchain and AI, which were recognized at events like DEFCON Beijing, the Global Cyber Security Forum. And my insights have been featured by major media outlets, and I've had the privilege of speaking at trade summits and academic events on finance, globalizations, and AI driven innovation. So I'm excited to dive into today's discussion on how AI is transforming supply chains and shaping the future of global trade.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll take from your words. Yeah, you have the first point that people might need to understand more how the AI is transforming the supply chain management and what are the biggest advantages for businesses today. What do you think?
Well, supply chains have always been complex, but today they face like even greater challenges: disruption,
Mhm.
rising costs, unpredictable demand, and sustainability pressures. So AI is not just helping businesses manage these challenges, it's transforming the entire way supply chains work. One of AI's biggest advantages is real-time visibility. In the past, tracking inventory and shipments was slow and manual. Now
Mhm.
AI connects suppliers, warehouses, and transport companies into one smart system. So this gives businesses the ability to monitor every stage of the supply chain in real time. And if there is any delay, AI alerts the company instantly, allowing them to react faster. So AI is also making inventory management smarter. Instead of waiting for stock to run low, AI predicts exactly when and how much stock is needed, and based on sales trends and customer behavior.
Mhm.
So, this helps avoid two big problems: overstocking, which wastes money, and stock shortages, which
Mhm.
frustrate customers. So
Yeah.
retailers like Walmart and Zara already use AI to adjust inventory in real time, ensuring products are available when needed, reducing waste and improving customer satisfaction, right? So in short, on transportation and logistics, AI is a game changer, and delivery delays cost businesses billions each year. So what do AI? It's analyzing the traffic, the weather, fuel prices, and even global trade conditions to plan the fastest, most cost-effective routes.
Mhm.
Companies like DHL and not FedEx, UPS use AI to optimize delivery routes, cutting transportation costs by up to 30% by ensuring fleet efficiency. So AI is also improving quality control in industries like electronics, automotive, and pharmaceuticals. AI-powered cameras and sensors detect defects that human inspectors might miss.
Mm,
Tesla, for example, uses AI to ensure that only perfect car parts go into production,
mm,
which improves product reliability and customer satisfaction. It
yeah.
helps reduce risks like financial instability, natural disasters, and political issues. So,
Hmm.
what can do AI? It can scan the global news and financial reports to detect risks early, allowing businesses to act before problems occur.
Yeah.
Companies like Unilever, for example, use AI to manage supplier risks, ensuring they always have reliable partners. Another area where AI shines is demand forecasting. We'll be talking about this a bit later, but traditional methods relied on past sales data,
Mm,
but AI goes further by analyzing economic trends, social media activity, and yeah, weather patterns, as I said before. So
mm,
this allows businesses to predict customer demand with remarkable accuracy, helping industries like fashion and food, yeah, right, avoid both shortages and excess inventory. So it's
hmm.
improving side collaborations across the supply chain, and with multiple suppliers and logistics providers, it allows partners on the other side to share information instantly, reducing delays and miscommunications. If a supplier is late, it can adjust production schedules or suggest alternatives. So finally, AI is making supply chains more sustainable as well by
Hmm.
reducing waste and improving energy efficiency. AI
Hmm.
helps businesses to save money and minimize their environmental impact. For example, UPS use AI to optimize delivery routes, saving millions of gallons of fuel. Companies like Nestle track their supply chains to ensure responsible sourcing of raw materials. So AI is making supply chains smarter, faster, and more resilient. Businesses that
Hmm.
leverage AI can predict demand, optimize logistics, improve quality control, and reduce risks, all while cutting costs and becoming more sustainable. So AI is a key to making supply chains more efficient and future ready. Companies that embrace AI will stay ahead of the competition, while those that don't will struggle to keep up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a very good point to for the next point as well. The competition, as you mentioned, the AI is definitely reflecting on and affecting how businesses can or be able to compete or embark to compete. From this point, how do you think the AI is helping business to analyze market and competition to have a more data-driven supply chain decisions?
Well, AI is transforming how businesses track competitors, analyze trends, and respond to market shifts. So it does all of that in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Traditional market research relied on slow, manual processes like surveys and expert reports, often taking weeks or months. AI
Mm-hmm.
changes the game by instantly processing millions of data points from financial reports, social media, e-commerce platforms, and supply chain databases. So one major advantage is um, real-time pricing intelligence. AI
Mm.
allows businesses to track competitor pricing across multiple online stores and adjust
Mm.
their strategies on the spot.
Yeah.
So, for example, if a competitor suddenly lower prices on a best-selling product, AI can detect the change and recommend discounts or promotional offers to stay competitive.
Mm-hmm.
It's also making demand forecasting much more accurate by analyzing consumer behavior, um, economic trends, and competitor performance.
Mm-hmm.
Businesses can predict market shifts before they happen. Companies like Nike, for example, use AI to track customer preferences and competitor movements, allowing them
Yeah.
to quickly launch new products in response to emerging fashion trends, right? So
Mm-hmm.
rather than relying on outdated seasonal forecasts. So another key area is competitive intelligence. AI
Mm.
can scan industry reports, press releases, financial filings, and even job postings to uncover insights about a competitor's next move. You know,
Mm.
in
Mm.
the automotive industry, for example, AI-powered platforms can detect supply chain shifts, like a competitor increasing orders for electric vehicles batteries, helping companies anticipate new product launches and adjust their own strategies. So it's also streamlining um, supplier discovery.
Mm.
In the past, finding the right suppliers required trade shows, lengthy negotiations, or word of mouth. Now,
Mm.
AI can scan global supplier databases to identify partners that meet costs, quality, and compliance requirements, cutting research time from weeks to days. This is critical for industries like electronics and pharmaceuticals, where supply chain uh, can be costly. All the disruptions about supply chain can be costly. So beyond competition tracking, um, AI is enhancing brand reputation management.
Mm.
Customers share opinions instantly online, and AI-powered sentiment analysis tools can scan millions of reviews and social media posts to detect shifts in consumer perception. So Amazon, for example, uses AI to track customer feedback. If a product
Yeah.
gets negative reviews, AI can adjust search rankings, recommend improvements, or highlight alternative suppliers, right? So
Mm. Mm.
importantly, AI isn't just for big corporations. It's leveling the playing field for small and for SMEs. And previously, market intelligence was like a luxury, you know, only large companies could afford. Now, with AI-driven tools, they help startups and SMEs track trends, optimize pricing, and find new customers. Like a small e-commerce business, for instance, can use AI to analyze global search trends and stock up on a product before demand spikes. So in short, AI is revolutionizing market and competition analysis, making data collection, forecasting, and decision making faster and smarter. Businesses that leverage AI can optimize pricing, anticipate market shifts, find the best suppliers, and stay ahead of competitors, all
Mm.
with real time insights. The companies that embrace AI will thrive, while those that rely on outdated methods again will struggle to keep up.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. That's very, very interesting and even inspiring when we talk about the reflections of the AI on the global trade. And that takes me to the a new point. So I would like to get your feedback experience. How do you think, and what is the role of AI that plays in
Yeah.
optimizing global trade, logistics, and inventory management, especially in the international business? How do you see this, and what is the value behind using AI in these aspects?
Well, like I was saying earlier, AI is now solving these challenges by optimizing trade flows, right?
Yeah.
Improving logistics and making inventory management more efficient.
Hmm.
Um, One of the most powerful ways AI is transforming global logistics is through predictive analytics. Instead of just reacting to supply chain issues when they happen, AI can anticipate disruptions before they occur.
Mm.
By analyzing port congestions, fuel prices, and geopolitical risks, AI can adjust shipping routes and inventory allocation in real time. So major shipping companies like Maersk use AI to predict delays in ocean freight shipments. If a typhoon is approaching a key port, AI systems can reroute shipments to alternative ports and notify suppliers to adjust schedules, avoiding
Mm-hmm.
costly delays. AI is also revolutionizing customs and trade compliance. Navigating
Yeah.
international regulations has always been one of the biggest challenges in global trade, right? So different countries have different import, export rules, tariff, and documentations requirements. AI-powered tools now help businesses automate customs paperwork, classify goods accurately, and ensure compliance with international trade laws, reducing the risk of fines or shipment delays.
Mm-hmm.
IBM and several global logistics firms have developed AI-driven trade compliance platforms that analyze millions of trade policies worldwide. These systems help businesses ensure their shipments meet local regulations and even suggest cost-saving strategies, like choosing alternative suppliers in lower tariff regions, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Another area where AI is making a huge impact is inventory optimization across multiple countries. Global businesses often struggle with balancing stock levels in different regions. If too much inventory is stored in one location and demand shifts elsewhere, well, businesses face high storage costs and slow delivery times, right? So AI helps by analyzing real-time sales data, supply chain conditions, and shipping lead times to dynamically adjust inventory placement. So Zara, let's take example on Zara, one
Mm-hmm.
of the world's top fashion retailers. They use AI. The company uses AI to predict
Yeah.
demand by region and automatically adjust stock levels in its global warehouses. So if a sudden
Mm-hmm.
trend makes a product more popular in Europe than in Asia, AI helps redirect inventory before shortages occur. So this keeps supply chains flexible and ensures products are available exactly where they are needed. It's also optimizing last mile delivery, like the final step of getting a product to the customer.
Mm-hmm.
Traditional logistic systems struggle with inefficient routing, right? So
Yeah.
unexpected delays as well, and rising delivery costs. AI-powered route optimization software now analyzes traffic patterns, fuel
Mm-hmm.
costs, delivery schedules, and even other things like I mentioned earlier, like weather conditions, to find the fastest, most cost-effective delivery routes. DHL and
Yeah.
UPS again have reduced delivery costs by up to 30% for that. So it's also transforming warehousing and fulfillment centers, making global logistics like even more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Robot systems now, driven by AI, help sort, pack, and dispatch shipments faster than ever. Amazon's AI-powered fulfillment centers use robotic arms and machine learning algorithm. Sorry, I want to
Mm-hmm.
virus to uh, move inventory efficiently. So it
Mm-hmm.
predicts AI predicts uh, products will be needed most, and they can be shipped with minimal handling.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, speaking of sustainability as well, yeah, it's playing a key role in making global supply
Yeah.
chains more environmentally friendly.
Mm-hmm.
In summary, AI is transforming global trade and logistics by making like shipping smarter, customs compliance easier, inventory placement more strategic, and deliveries more efficient. It helps businesses predict disruptions, reduce delays, and operate more sustainably.
Yeah, yeah. For this sustainability, and you've mentioned two very insightful points regarding the use of AI to manage waste or reduce wastes in from multiple aspects in the supply chain area, as well as the importance of using the AI in logistics and transportation.
Yeah.
Yeah. For this part or one, how do you see or you can share with us some insights as well on the implementations of the AI
You
driven
mean from
solutions to
reducing carbon footprints, right?
exactly yes. The how this might affect reducing
Yeah.
carbon footprint and optimizing resource use. How do you think about this point?
All right. Well, businesses today are under growing pressure to reduce carbon footprints,
Yeah. Yeah.
minimize waste, and operate more efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, from here, Vietnam.
Mm,
AI is proving to be a game changer, helping companies build greener, more responsible supply chains without sacrificing profitability. So, one of the
mm-hmm.
most impactful ways AI is driving sustainability is through carbon footprint education and reduction.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, traditionally, traditional supply chains often rely on inefficient shipping routes,
Mm-hmm.
excessive fuel consumption, and high emissions. So
Mm-hmm.
AI-powered logistics platforms now analyzing a lot of data to find the most fuel-efficient routes.
Mm-hmm.
UPS AI-driven Orion system has helped the company eliminate like 100 million miles from its delivery route. Um, these equivalent of taking over, if I remember well, 20,000 cars off the road annually. So
Mm,
AI is also making warehouses and production facilities more energy efficient. Smart energy management systems use AI to monitor electricity consumptions,
mm-hmm.
optimize heating and cooling, and reduce waste.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, I was saying these systems automatically adjust lighting and machine use based on demand, cutting energy costs and reducing environmental impact.
Mm-hmm.
Powered energy optimization
Mm-hmm.
in its
Interesting.
manufacturing plants, reducing consumption by up to 15%. These AI systems predicts when energy demand will peak and shift operations accordingly, helping factories
Mm,
run more efficiently with lowering will lowering emissions.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a lot of things to talk about, like waste reduction, excess inventory production. For example, in the street, helping companies by optimizing exploration management. Carrefour, Walmart use AI to analyze sales data, weather
Mm,
conditions, and local events to predict which products will sell faster. This
yeah,
allows them to adjust orders every time and reducing also food waste when ensuring
yeah.
shelves remain stocked with fresh products.
Mm-hmm.
Nestle again uses AI-driven satellite monitoring to track deforestation risks in its
Mm,
palm oil supply chains. If
mm,
AI detects illegal land clearing, or company can immediately like cut ties with non-compliant suppliers, ensuring their products support sustainable sourcing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, the startup as well, AMP Robotics, has developed an AI-driven waste sorting system that identify and separate uh, recycle, recyc-
Sure.
recyclable material with
Yeah, yeah.
99% reducing landfill waste and making
Mm,
recycling more efficient. So, anyway, in summary, like you can see, AI is driving sustainability by optimizing like transportation routes, reducing
mm-hmm.
waste, improving energy efficiency, and ensuring ethical sourcing. Companies that
Mm-hmm.
leverage AI-driven sustainability solutions are not only reducing their environmental impact, but also gaining competitive edge through cost savings, regulatory compliance, and enhance brand reputation.
Interesting. And this is definitely reflects on the strategic aspect of the supply chain. And whenever we're talking about supply chain, definitely suppliers play a very important role to we might refer to. How do you think the AI can enhance the supplier selection or negotiations and relationship management in the supply chain?
One of the biggest challenges in strategic sourcing is selecting the right suppliers,
True. Yeah.
reliable suppliers mostly, but yeah, the right suppliers.
Yeah.
Businesses need partners who offer quality products, competitive prices, ethical
Hmm.
practices,
Hmm.
and yeah, again, reliability.
Hmm.
So AI-driven supplier selection tools analyze thousands of data points, including supplier performance, financial health, delivery times, and compliance recalls to recommend the best options. Unilever again uses AI to assess potential suppliers based on cost, sustainability scores, and past performance, instead of relying only on historical contracts. The system evaluates real-time data from
Hmm.
supplier networks to ensure they are getting the most competitive and responsible sourcing options. So AI also improves negotiation strategies, like traditional contract negotiations, for example, are often based on experience and gut feeling, right? But
Hmm.
AI-driven analytics now provide like data-backed insights into supplier pricing trends, demand fluctuations, and risk factors.
Hmm.
So by analyzing uh, market conditions and
Hmm.
supply behavior, AI can suggest optimal pricing models, contract terms, and volume commitments.
Hmm.
Um, it's also transforming predictive contract management. Many supply chain contracts are long term and complex.
True.
Real
Yeah.
detailed clauses about penalties, volume commitments, and renewable conditions. AI powered contract analysis tools can read and compare thousands of contracts in seconds to ensure
Hmm.
businesses are getting the best terms
Hmm.
and flagging hidden risks of or saving opportunities.
Hmm.
Uh, there is that AI solutions, like Icertis, I think the name is. It's helping companies identify underperforming contracts, missed cost-saving opportunities, or clauses that expose them to risk. So this allows businesses to renegotiate better terms and ensure compliance with trade laws and procurement policies. Um, well, yeah, in summary, AI is transforming strategic sourcing and supplier management by making like supplier selection smarter, negotiations
Yeah.
more data driven, and risk management more proactive. It helps businesses cut costs, ensure
Hmm.
compliance, and strengthen supply relationships and improve sustainability as well. Ultimately, it's leading to a more efficient, resilient, and responsible supply chain.
Hmm. Makes sense. I think as well, another very important aspect for the supply chain is the risk mitigation as well. Be- with all the geopolitical challenges we currently have around us in the world and the economic instability and uncertainty that most of the countries and most of the regions are facing now. How do you think the AI can help in mitigating such type of risks and to improve the supply chain resilience in general?
Well, today AI is helping companies prepare for and respond to risks before they cause major damage. So it's transforming risk mitigation by analyzing vast amounts of real-time data and identifying early warning signs of disruptions. Instead of relying on historical trends alone, AI scans multiple sources and multiple sources, including global news reports, trade policies,
Mm-hmm.
shipping delays,
Mm.
and financial markets to detect emerging threats. So, for example, Maersk, one of the world's largest shipping companies, uses AI-driven analytics to monitor global port congestions, geopolitical risks, and trade route disruptions. If AI detects a potential issue, like a port strike in Europe or a typhoon in Asia, well, Maersk can reroute shipments in advance, avoiding cost delays, right? So
Yeah.
AI is also helping businesses anticipate supply chain bottlenecks. When the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted semiconductor production, for example,
Mm-hmm.
many companies struggled to secure electronic components. Now, AI-driven predictive supply chain models analyze global demand and production capacity to identify uh, feature shortages. Um, we have example with Tesla again and Toyota, for example. They use AI to track semiconductor production data and forecast supply risks months in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if AI predicts a shortage, they can secure backup suppliers or adjust manufacturing plans before competitors react, right?
Yeah.
So, Amazon, for example, yeah, I would like to talk about inventory optimizations as well.
Mm.
It's another critical tool for supply chain resilience.
Mm-hmm.
Um, During times of economic uncertainty, businesses need to balance inventory levels carefully, right? Avoiding both shortages and excess stock. So AI-powered demand forecasting helps companies adjust production and distribution in real time. For example,
Mm-hmm.
Amazon uses AI to analyze shopping trends, economic indicators, and consumer behaviors to optimize inventory across its global warehouses. So
Yeah.
if AI detects a slowdown in consumer demand, Amazon can scale back restocking orders, preventing unnecessary storage costs.
Mm-hmm.
So AI is like enhancing collaborations between supply chain partners to improve crisis response, um, and it it control. Uh, it's like a control tower, you know, um, that integrates real-time data from suppliers, logistics providers, and customers to create a centralized AI-driven decision-making system. Procter and Gamble's uses AI-driven supply chain control tower as well to monitor its global network of suppliers and distributors. If the supplier in one region faces a disruption, AI automatically recommends alternative sourcing options, ensuring production continues smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. AI in supply chain, AI is making supply chains more resilient, adaptable, and proactive. And by predicting disruptions, optimizing inventory, monitoring geopolitical risk, and etc., improving crisis response, etc., it can reduce risk and maintain stability even in uncertain times. Companies that leverage AI for risk mitigation are not only well protecting their operations, but also they're gaining a competitive edge in uh, in today's unpredictable economy.
Yeah, this takes me to the other point regarding the demand forecasting, because it has two different aspects whenever we're forecasting the demand from a manufacturer perspective versus the distribution and supply chain logistics perspective. How do you see the AI is adding value or reflects on both areas, or which area it add much more value than the other? What do you think?
Well, AI-powered demand forecasting tools analyze multiple data sources, including point of sale data, social media trends, economic conditions, and even computer pricing. So this allows businesses to anticipate demand fluctuations with greater accuracy, reducing both stock shortages and overproduction. For example, Walmart uses AI-driven demand forecasting software like Blue Yonder, which processes data from store transactions, customer behavior, and external factors to predict product demand in real time. So if AI detects an increase in demand for certain household products due to an approaching storm, for example, Walmart can proactively restock those items before shortages occur. AI-powered forecasting is also crucial for handling seasonal demand spikes, right? So retailers need to predict demand during Black Friday, Christmas, or back-to-school seasons without relying on outdated trends. AI-driven solutions like SAP help companies adjust forecasts dynamically, considering real-time shopping patterns and external events. Nike leverages SAP IBP to track global purchasing behavior and anticipate which sneaker models will be in high demand. If AI detects a surge in online searches for a new release, Nike can increase production and allocate stock accordingly, preventing those sales. So AI is also transforming grocery supply chains where food waste is a huge issue. Supermarkets must balance availability with perishability, ensuring fresh products are stocked without excessive waste. So AI tools like Relax solutions help retailers predict demand for perishable goods, factoring in holidays, local events, weather. Um, yeah, and AI tools also helping manufacturers optimize production. Like companies must decide how much to produce and when to avoid overproduction or stockouts. Tools like Microsoft Dynamics 365 AI integrate with ERP systems to analyze supply chain data, customer orders, and production capacity to provide accurate demand forecasts. AI is also critical for adapting to sudden market changes such as economic downturns, global crises, or disruptions in supply chains. Tools like Oracle Demand Management Cloud help companies adjust forecasts in real time, reacting instantly to market fluctuations.
Hmm.
Now, let's get an example, recent example. Like during the COVID-19 pandemic,
Yeah.
Unilever used AI-powered demand forecasting from Oracle to quickly adapt to shifting consumer behavior. So as
Mm.
demand for home hygiene products skyrocketed, AI helped Unilever prioritize the production and distribution of sanitizers and disinfectants, keeping shelves stocked while competitors struggled. So, yeah, and what else? Another game changer is, I would say, AI-driven warehouse management, which ensures inventory is distributed efficiently
Yeah.
across
Yeah.
regions. Amazon, for example, they have an AI-powered fulfillment software called Amazon Forecast. That software predicts demand at a hyper-local level. So this helps Amazon pre-position inventory closer to customers,
Hmm.
reducing delivery times and shipping costs. So yeah, AI forecasting tools enhance collaboration between supply chain partners when manufacturers, suppliers, and distributors share real-time demand data. They can coordinate production and logistics more effectively.
Mm.
So there are a couple of platforms like Kinaxis, Kinaxis, that enable companies to connect their supply chain networks, ensuring
Hmm.
fast response times to market changes, for example. So yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, that's a very a very attractive point or interesting point whenever we're talking about how AI is affecting the warehouse management and doing some automations. Even this was a big part of multiple manufacturers already started to use these type of technologies like Amazon, as you said, even before this hype of AI now. This was implemented long time ago. It started to be much more advanced now for sure. But this might take us to another very important point that always, whenever we're talking about the AI, we're asked these questions from our clients and from other people who would like to adopt the AI, but they have some fear about the ethical part of the AI and regulation compliancy and anything
Yeah.
related to privacy, related to governance. How do you think AI influencing global supply chain, and how can businesses ensure the fair trade, ethical AI use whenever we're talking about the supply chain and distribution?
Okay. Well, one of the key areas where AI impacts ethical trade is supplier selection and monitoring, right?
Hmm.
Many
Yeah.
companies source materials and products from low-cost regions where labor laws and environmental standards vary. AI can help businesses ensure that suppliers meet fair trade and ethical standards by analyzing factory conditions, labor practices, and compliance records in real time. For example, Unilever. I like this example. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
they use AI to monitor its suppliers and ensure that raw materials like palm oil and cocoa come from sources that respect human rights and our environmental regulations, right?
Yeah.
So AI scans satellite images, supplier reports, and worker feedback to detect risks like illegal deforestation or child labor, helping
Hmm.
companies take action before violations occur. So another ethical concern in bias in AI-driven hiring and workforce management,
Hmm.
um, and yeah, they'll yeah AI-powered systems are increasingly used to recruit workers, assign
Yeah.
shifts, and track productivity in warehouses and factories. However, if not carefully designed, this system can unintentionally discriminate against workers based on gender, nationality, or economic background. So we have to be careful about that. But for instance, studies have shown that some AI-driven hiring tools tend to favor certain demographics over
Yeah.
others due
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
biased training data.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
ensure fair employment practices, businesses must implement transparent AI algorithms, regular bias audits, and human oversight in decision making. So humans still have to be there. So
Hmm.
AI also and AI also plays a role in ensuring fair wages and safe working conditions. Like many companies use AI-driven workforce management
Yeah.
tools to optimize labor costs, right? So as I said, if it's misuse, sorry, AI can lead to unrealistic performance targets and unfair pay structures, putting
Hmm.
workers under extreme pressure. Um, for example, some e-commerce warehouses use AI to track worker productivity, setting targets based purely on efficiency metrics. Where
Hmm.
this increases output, it can also lead to worker burnout, stress, and even job insecurity. So
Hmm.
ethical AI should balance productivity with worker well-being, ensuring that labor rights and fair wages are protected. Transparency in AI-driven pricing and procurement is another major concern as well. Um, AI allows businesses to dynamically adjust prices based on market demand, competition, and supply levers. Um, and yeah, it also plays a crucial role in regulatory compliance across international markets. Governments are introducing stricter law on data privacy, labor rights, and environmental sustainability, making compliance more complex for global supply chains. So AI can help companies track evolving regulations, manage compliance documentations, and avoid legal risk. For instance, for example, blockchain-based AI systems are now being used to create tamper-proof digital records of supply chain transactions. This helps companies ensure that fair trade practices, ethical sourcing, and labor rights are upheld at every stage, from raw materials to final products. One company leading in this space is IBM, which has developed AI-driven supply chain transparency tools that allow businesses to track their suppliers' compliance with labor laws, environmental regulations, and ethical standards in real time. So yeah, finally, companies must engage in ethical AI governance by setting up clear policies, third-party audits, and human oversights. So AI should never be a black box. Businesses must be able to explain how decisions are made and ensure that AI systems align with corporate values and global ethics. Many businesses are now appointing AI ethics committees to regularly review how AI is being used in supply chain decisions. So companies like Microsoft and Nestle have created AI ethics boards to ensure that their AI-driven supply chain systems are fair, transparent, and compliant with global laws. So yeah, to conclude, AI has the potential to create a more transparent, fair, and sustainable global supply chains, but only if businesses use it responsibly. By implementing like ethical AI policies, ensuring fair trade, compliance, protecting workers' rights, and maintaining transparency, companies can benefit from AI without compromising on fairness and sustainability. So the future of AI in supply chains is not just about efficiency. It's about building a more ethical and responsible global economy.
Interesting. At the end of this conversation, as you said, the future. That's always we end the conversation with. What is the future of AI in supply chain and trade? How do you think this area will evolve and develop and change during the coming 5 to 10 years? And your advice for businesses to get ready for that?
My advice. Okay. As we look ahead to the future of AI in supply chain and global trade, we can expect huge changes over the next 5 to 10 years. AI will not only continue to enhance efficiency, but will also open up new possibilities for businesses to stay competitive, sustainable, and resilient. So one of the biggest changes will be AI-driven predictive capabilities. Today, companies already use AI to forecast demand and disruptions, but in the future, these systems will become far more accurate. Businesses will be able to predict market shifts, supply chain interruptions, and even global events like we talked earlier, natural disasters, political uprising, allowing them to take proactive steps before problems arise. So imagine being able to adjust your sourcing or inventory months in advance based on accurate predictions. This will allow you for more flexible supply chains, less waste, and better demand planning. Along with predictive capabilities, autonomous systems and robotics will play a major role as well. We're already seeing some automation in warehouses, but in the future, robots, drones, and self-driving trucks will take over much more of the logistics and delivery work. These systems will reduce human labor costs, unfortunately, improve speed and accuracy, though, and cut down on errors. For
Mm.
example, autonomous delivery drones will become a regular part of the logistic chain,
Yeah. Mhm.
reducing the need for human drivers, speeding up delivery times, and cutting down on transportation costs. So, in addition to automation, AI will also enhance collaboration across the supply chain.
Mhm.
Um, Digital twins, virtual models of supply chains, will
Mhm.
become increasingly sophisticated, enabling
Mhm.
companies to simulate, test, and optimize supply chain processes in real time. AI-powered platforms will allow businesses to connect instantly with suppliers, logistics providers, and customers, making collaboration seamless and enabling quick decision making. For
Mhm.
instance, a company might use AI to manage its suppliers' network, ensuring that every party is working with the same up-to-date information, right? So, yeah, about sustainability will be another key area where AI will make a significant impact. AI will help businesses optimize their resource use and reduce waste across the supply chain. This will include predicting the best transportation routes to minimize carbon emissions, improving energy efficiency in warehouses, and helping companies reduce waste by optimizing inventory management.
Mhm.
Um, as sustainability becomes more critical, AI will also play a key role in helping businesses meet environmental standards and create more circular supply chains where products and materials are
Mhm.
reused, repurposed, or recycled. So the future of AI in supply chain is incredibly promising. Predictive analytics, autonomous systems, real-time collaboration, and sustainability innovations will fundamentally reshape the way businesses manage their operations. For companies, the key will be to stay ahead of these trends, investing in AI technologies that make their supply chains more efficient, resilient, and sustainable. So,
Mhm.
yeah, these advances in AI will not just improve profitability, but also drive better, more responsible business practices, making supply chains more transparent and adaptable in the face of global changes.
Hmm, interesting. That's very interesting, very insightful. I see the AI is the the coming chance to connect everything all together. Like you mentioned, sustainability, you mentioned supply chain, logistics, transportation,
Yeah,
and even to get an impact on businesses itself, like being more productive, more profitable, more controlling waste and use resources in a proper way. That's
correct.
very insightful. That's very adding value. I'd like at the end of this conversation, I'd like to thank you so much, Mikael, for this very insightful talk and the very insightful examples. Even you were mentioning, you mentioned that it is related to real examples, real businesses and companies. Our audience definitely will can be easily correlate on AI. How can it add value for them? Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure participating in your podcast. Thank you again for the invitation. I hope you gain important insights from my session. And to people who are watching us now, I'm available to reply any question through your channel, my LinkedIn. You can drop me a message if you like. And yeah, thank you very much for everything. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you.